Welcome to the Berkshire Museum's Daily Doodle. I'm Liz.
And I'm Pete. The Daily Doodle is where we take the word of the day
And use it to inspire some doodles.
So let's grab some paper
And maybe something to draw with.
and let's get doodling!
All right, Liz. Today's word of the day is experiment.
Ooh.
And now what experiment means is it's a test to figure something out or to prove something.
Ooh, okay. Well, then hopping right in the doodle, I think I'm going to draw a beaker. Peter, do you know what a beaker is?
I believe it is a Muppet.
Well, yes, but...
It's also a tool scientists use to help make sure they've measured out the exact amount of liquid they need.
Yeah, that's right. It helps measure liquid. So I think I took the idea of experiment, which you could talk about things you could experiment on, like Space Pig, good old Space Pig. But I think I took it and I just made an experiment right in my homebrewed lab. And it kind of went wrong because it looks like things are bubbling over.
Ooh, now, is this a dangerous experiment or is this a delicious experiment?
I think it's going to be a somewhat controlled experiment, so let's go with not dangerous, but I'm thinking colorful. I think it's going to be a color.
Oh.
So who knows what it would taste like? I don't suggest you eat your experiments, Peter.
That is true. You do not eat the science. However, there is a form of science you're allowed to eat, and it's called cooking.
Oh, that is true. Yes, I wouldn't just eat random science experiments, especially if you use your beakers for multiple things.
Very true. However, if you're trying out a new brownie recipe, that's an experiment.
Yep, that is the good kind. That is the tasty experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I got my beakers drawn here. Let's add some color.
Well, those beakers are really, really bubbling.
Yeah, they be going. I think I started playing with some.
Layers of color.
Yeah, you know. When I like do this for real, like you won't see the lines in between, but for this I was just playing around and seeing what I came up with.
It almost looks like the trunk of a palm tree.
It kind of looks like a trunk of a palm tree. You're right. That makes me want to go to the beach. Thank you very much. So yeah, just coloring it in. I think the coloring is sometimes more fun for me. The drawing is definitely where it comes it starts to come alive, but I think the color is where I just start having a ton of fun adding in. So we're getting shades here. I think I played with the opacity settings on my brush, so meaning it was like you could see through it a little bit more. And then we switch over to the other beaker and we start coloring in with, I think, some pinks and some oranges. Man, it just, you know what they look like? They just kind of look like mocktails, like juice drinks. I might actually stick a straw in one, drink one. They're just doodles, so I think I would be okay. There they go. We're adding in some yellow. How about for our friends at home, Peter? What do you think they could experiment with for their doodle?
I think they should experiment with maybe trying colors they don't normally color with.
Ooh.
So if you have like markers or crayons you don't really use because you're not sure how they would look, I think it's a good experiment to just try different colors.
Yeah, that sounds like a good experiment. That's kind of what I did here. I don't use yellows very often. I usually stick to like blue, cooler colors, so like blues and greens, kind of that side of the color chart. And then I got really silly and then added in some bright colors here at the end. Oh, there's some red.
I like it.
I think I go for some more green. Oh, there it is.
Ooh, a nice lime green.
Yeah, definitely. Well, friends, as I finish up our doodle today, why don't you grab some experimental colors like Peter suggested, whether that be your paint, your crayons, your pens, your pencils, whatever, and grab that paper and just get doodling.
Yeah, just keep doodling, guys.
Just keep it.
All right. Bye.